So be mindful of the feet crossing. What the feet crossing allows you to do is make sure that the knees aren't too far forward to a point that you're not pulling through abs. Because I think this is one thing that's missed when we training and doing pull-ups. A lot of people don't realize that, but the reason why I did do biceps before we did pull-ups is just to show you how much strength is really required to do a pull-up. Because I think sometimes bicep strength is overlooked and forearm strength is overlooked. But so if you didn't know, lat pull downs are really just pull-ups, y'all. If you didn't know that, now you know. So instead of me doing lat pull downs, I'm actually, because I haven't been doing a lot of pull-ups, I'm gonna do body weight pull-ups. But the alternative, if you're watching this program, the alternative for this, if you can't do body weight pull-ups, or if you don't feel like doing body weight pull-ups, because I have my days, you can easily switch off to the assisted pull-up machine. But if you're gonna do this, I need you to do 15, not 10. All right, so do me that favor. If you're gonna do body weight pull-ups, we only gonna do 10. And remember, we're using wrist straps if you have those available, or any type of like hand grips that's gonna help you out for the most part and make it that much easier. But one thing I want you to do when you're doing this is lock your feet. Nice and clean, 10. And like I said, with this, if you don't do 10 body weight, just do me that favor and just do 10 assisted. So remember, get that nice clean stretch out at the bottom. Pull up nice and clean. Good. Stretch out the back. Squeeze the back as hard as you can at the top. That's very important when you're doing this particular program. Squeeze the back as hard as you can at the top. And one thing I do want you to be mindful is that your core should be the starter of this exercise. So when you stretch out your hands to start working, you should feel everything in core automatically. Nice and clean, get a squeeze at the top. Great work. Remember, this is going to be 3 sets total of this, 10. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can do an isometric hold at the top. You do it for about 5 to 10 seconds, whatever your vice is. And then from that 5 to 10 second hold, just draw down nice and slow. Let's get it. So do be mindful though as well, if you're somebody that chose to do the biceps with this particular, before this exercise, it is going to be a little bit more challenging. If you're somebody that didn't do the bicep exercise and you're saving that towards the end, you should be able to pump through the reps nice and easy. There's no excuse. But the reason why I did do biceps before we did pull-ups is just to show you how much strength is really required to do a pull-up, because I think sometimes bicep strength is overlooked and forearm strength is overlooked when it comes down to being able to complete a pull-up with proper form and proper technique. Good, boom, come down, stretch out. But remember, when you stretch out, you should be loading through the back. So once you get to the top, load the back coming down and then pull straight up. Pull nice and straight up. If it's a point that you're noticing that you're shifting back and forth, just add a little bit more weight, because we're using assisted machine pull-ups. Easy, nice and clean all the way up. Good. Make sure your grip is nice and tight as well. Act like you're choking somebody. I always say that way. Choke the bar. Good, clean. We're gonna do as many reps as possible. If you're somebody that's been tuning in for a while, you do understand that this is actually one of my favorites. A great way to promote failures. Sometimes when we train, we are looking to fail as much as possible. Remember, 10 was a little tough, but the objective is to be able to knock out 20 after doing bicep curls. Like I said, conditioning is very important to me. Let's get it. But remember, everything is still good form, good technique. That's 15. Try and go shoot for 20. I'm actually gonna do 5 more. But also be mindful of the feet crossing. What the feet crossing allows you to do is make sure that the knees aren't too far forward to a point that you're not pulling through abs. Because I think this is one thing that's missed when we training and doing pull-ups. A lot of people don't realize that when you get on the bar, just like this and cross the feet, the first point of contact, don't get me wrong, is hands, but then going from there, you should feel a little bit of a load in your abs. When you pull yourself up, your knees shouldn't be shifting forward like this. Everything should still be nice and clean, just like this. So we're loading the abs the entire way. Abs is worked on each and every exercise, don't ever forget that. So I'm gonna do 5 more for this last set. Nice and easy. Let's get it. Last set right here. Remember, focus on failure on knees, as many reps as possible. Let's get it. 1, clean. 2, told you, a lot easier. Now you can focus on squeezing the back. Good. Remember, mind and muscle connection is important. Nice. Good. Stretch out. Squeeze. Stretch out. Squeeze. Nice and clean the whole way. Good. Nice and clean the whole way.